Are you still using if statement to filter out arrays? If yes, know that there's a better way. When I first learned JavaScript, I usually loop through arrays, add if checks, and then push items into new arrays, and it worked, but it felt a little bit clunky. Instead of looping, pushing, use filter. It's one line, more readable, and never changes the original array. Here's a quick demo of what I'm talking about. Let's say, for example, you have an array of numbers and you have another array of even numbers. So basically what we want to do here, we want to filter all the even numbers in this array and send it inside here. And here's an example using the for loop, the long way, let me say it like that. So we have the index, the array length, the limit, sorry, and the iterate incrementation. So inside the for loop, we have an if statement to check whether the array element, so the actual array element, is an even number. So we basically use this rule here. And if true, we simply take the corresponding element and push it inside the array. So basically we add it inside the array even. So to check whether if this thing is working, let us run the code and see the terminal, the output in the terminal. So here's it. As you guys can see, 2 and 4, and 2 and 4 are the only even numbers in this array. So now the alternative with filter function is as follows. So basically you take your function, you take your array numbers, to it you attach the filter function, and inside the filter function, as with map function, we have to use a callback function, which is basically mostly written with the arrow function syntax. So we take n as parameter, which represents every number inside the array numbers, and what comes after, or what is inside the bottom of the arrow function, is the condition that is supposed to be respected. And the condition here is that the element is supposed to be an even number, and to express that we do it like this: n modulo 2 is supposed to have a remainder of 0. So any element that's divided by 2 is supposed to give you back a remainder of 0, and that's basically the definition of an even element. So that being said, let us give it a try and see if it's working. Let me comment this guy out. So here is it, and let us check the output. So the output is 0, empty. So mean that there's a problem. Do you know why there's a problem? Because the array even is empty, and doing it here, we didn't fill it the array even. So basically this line of code is just returning an array which is not stored in any variable. So to make sure that the array is stored in a variable, we just take this line of code, copy it, and paste it here. So now I think we can easily run the code without any problem. So let us try it again. Control F2, and that's the result, 2 and 4 as before. Another example here is with these arrays of objects which contains which contains a data about users. So basically the name and a boolean variable property that tells whether the user is active or not. So basically what we want to do here, we want to create an array of active users. So we use the same principle. We take users, and we attach to it a filter function, and inside it we create a callback function. So n will represent all the users in the array. All the users in the arrays of users represent a user in the arrays of users. Let me say it like that. And we want to check whether the user is active or not. So if the user is active, it will be true. If not, it will be false. So basically, here is the condition. So if this thing returns true, we shall, for example, select Alice because Alice is true. And if it returns false, we shall not select Bob. And doing so, let us give it a try. And we had it correct. Alice and Charlie, both of them are true, and that's the reason why they appear inside the array. So that's basically how easy filter function is to be used and how it simplify the coding journey, or it simplify your code. So thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoy it, just leave a like, leave a comment, and if you want me to create other subjects about programming, leave a comment below. And I really hope this video brought to you enough value. Thank you.